Yeah. Coke fed for some head, let's get in the car, I said. She grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said. Tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet, I guess she confess. She thinking less, not drinking less. Bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype. Put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bad, don't touch my purse.
Yo, hey everybody, welcome to this edition of the Western Conference Champions live stream. Your Oklahoma City Thunder took care of business tonight as we knew that they would be. And what's up, Hotspot? And guess what, Hotspot? Got on my Thunderalls. We are 5-0 when wearing the Thunderalls at home, which all that matters because guess what? We have home court advantage throughout the playoffs. So let's continue to do what we need to do to make sure that happens, okay, guys? And let's say tonight, it was a beatdown from the very beginning. We knew exactly what we were wanting to do. We came at them right from the very start. We knew that that they were going to come at us, but we hit them in the mouth first. We didn't let them get a chance to get their footing. We didn't let them get a chance to understand what the hell was going on. We let them know immediately, hey, we're at home and we're the big dogs. And remember, you kicked our butts by 40. Now you're in our house. You're in our house. We're going to see what happens. Hotspot, something wrong with your sound. Is it? Can you not hear me? It's low and crackling. Is that better? Is that better, Hotspot? Because if not, we'll start all over again. If it's not, is that better? Can you hear me now? Is it still crackling? Let me know, bro. And I'll start over. I just turned up my volume, so hopefully that will help with that. So let me know. Is that right? Is that better? Oh, you can hear me. Hey, Maya, what's up? You can hear me. Can you hear me, Hotspot? Is that better? Okay, anyway, guys, tonight the Thunder took care of business, 121-94. It's better but crackling. We back. Okay. We're back. Hey, what's up, Burgess? What's up, Guzman? What's up? Hey, where's some good box in Oklahoma City to stay hotel-wise? Well, Burgess, depends on where you want to go. Do you want to be I'm always, you've got downtown, you've got a Hilton down there. You can stay closer to the arena there, which is 3 blocks from the arena. You can stay on Northwest Highway. There's a bunch of different places to stay. There's a bunch of different Marriotts. I know when I travel, I like to have somewhere that has some breakfast. That's kind of what I do. I like to have a good breakfast where I can go have breakfast in the morning when I wake up. But we've got Marriotts, we've got Hiltons, we've got different places to go. We've got several different places. But downtown, I'm assuming that you probably want to stay there in Bricktown because it's a couple blocks away. We do have the Criterion. We do have the Skirvin if you're not afraid of ghosts. I've never seen a ghost. I've stayed there multiple times. I've never seen a ghost, but I guess you can always do that. But anyway, to get into the game, 121-94 is the game. And what I liked about tonight is we came out right from the beginning. SGA, assisting on 16 of our first 19 points. He just came out. Oh, wait, it was more than that. What was it? It was he had assisted on, what did I do with that stat? Oh, he assisted on 32 points in the first half. Let me see. Burgess, we may get an Airbnb downtown. Yeah, now I love it. If you get an Airbnb, do an Airbnb. But we have a bunch of different places to do that. So it's just kind of up to you. I will say this. I like the fact that he pulled J-Dub out in the first quarter. And, SGA has assisted on 24 of 26 points. Either he scored or assisted. Anyway, he was accounted for 24 of our 26. We went on a 9-2 run when J-Dub went out in the first quarter. And what I've been saying about the coach, I know you do a fantastic job when you don't get caught up in yourself trying to play them. If you'll just do what I ask you to do, sit in for 45 minutes in the first quarter, sit in for 45 minutes in the third quarter, the Thunder will make a run. And that's exactly what they did. Into the first quarter, the score was 26-9. 26-9. And the Thunder were rolling. Then you start the second quarter with J-Dub, Caruso, Chet, Wiggins, and Kason. And I'm going to tell you what, raise your hand if you love Caruso. Raise your hand if you love some Caruso. Okay? I love Caruso when he was with the Lakers, and LeBron wanted to get rid of him because he wanted Russell and Carmelo, which the Lakers have never been the same since he broke that team up. It's just, I'll be glad when he's gone. Just saying. Let me see. Hotspot. Yeah, they're giving each other love. Hotspot and Burgess are giving each other love. But Caruso, he's not the MVP. SGA was the MVP, let's face it. 11 30-point games in the playoffs. 11 30-point games in the playoffs. And once again, he was magnificent doing what he does. Almost had, hey, Manifest, what's up? Had another rocking game tonight. He's a beast. And like I said, guys, when he's rolling, okay, we are hard to beat because once he starts getting in his thing, gets in his bag, and he's rolling, then everybody else relaxes. J-Dub relaxes, Chet relaxes, Dort relaxes, Caruso relaxes, Kason relaxes. Everybody relaxes, and we just start rolling. But what you see with the big three tonight, SGA 34, Chet 22, J-Dub 19. They're rolling. And when the three of them are rolling, without Caruso, we would have struggled. I agree with that hot spot, but the MVP is SGA. Come on. It's not even close. Defensive MVP Caruso. I agree. But the MVP is SGA. It's just not even it's not even a question about it. But Caruso and what he did defensively was outstanding. What he did against Jokic, okay, how he guarded him. Then what he did against the onslaught of what happened in Minnesota. And by the way, guys, do we think that Ant-Man is coming on tonight? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend. Do you think he's going to come on tonight? What did he say in our chat, guys? What was it? UFC, KFC, OKC, Wolves, and 5? Isn't that what he said? I think that's what he said, right? And then my guy Jose Fierro said, no, Batman, Ant-Man, whatever, Bartman, or whatever. Thunder at 5. And the Thunder took care of business. Shout out to the big three SGA MVP. Thank you, Julie. 100%. I'm just appreciative of what the Thunder did tonight. I love our defense, and like we said before, my guy Jose Fierro, let me see if I can pull up what he said exactly, because he sent me this text, and I just bust out laughing because it was right after Ant-Man sent us that text. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I know he said something about, oh, here he goes. He goes, Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Thunder in 5. That's what he said. Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Thunder in 5. That's what he said. And I'm going to say this. Ant-Man is a beast. But as I said, he's only 23. He ain't figured it out yet. Now, when SJ was 23, we were rolling and going. But when you look at this team and what we did, how we dismantled them, how our defense is what it is, and as I've always said, we win with defense, SGA closes the door. But as I said, when SGA starts rolling right from the beginning, and he's aggressive right from the beginning, then our team just relaxes, and then it's over. And now with our big three, with Chet and SGA and J-Dub going, guys, in Game 4, those big three scored 34 of our 38. They had 95 points, which is the most ever scored by our big three, 1 point above Harden, Westbrook, and KD. So it's not really that big of a deal. It's 1 point, but 1 point matters. So I want to tell you this. We knew that we're probably going to play Indiana. And granted, we're 2-0 against Indiana. We're 2-0 against the Knicks. Guess what? None of that shit matters. It don't matter now. Because we're a different team, they're a different team. Remember, we haven't been whole all year until now. This is the first time we've really been whole. And let's face it, what have we lost? 4 games? And we should have lost, I know we shouldn't have lost 1. Now, granted, the one game against Minnesota, they kicked our ass, 100% game 3. The first game against against Denver, we shouldn't have lost. That was a loss. We shouldn't even have that. Game 3, SGA didn't close the door, and I was talking to one of my kids at training today, and I was telling him, I said, listen, go back and listen to what SGA said after Game 3. I cost us that. I didn't make the shots I needed to make. I shouldn't have made the. He took full responsibility for not making shots. What did he do? Game 4, he was better. Game 5, he completely shut the door. Game 6, he was all by himself. He was the only one balling. Game 7, he does. Game 8, Game 1 against Minnesota. Game 2 against Minnesota. Game 3 against Minnesota, but he played. Game 4 against Minnesota. Game 5 against Minnesota. He took responsibility for Game 3. So if he closes the door and does what he's supposed to do, we win Game 3, and really we'd only have 3 losses or 2 losses. We only have 2 losses instead of 4. So when you look at what our team is doing defensively, you look at how we're coming together because this is the most that we played together in consecutive, and I don't know how long. Because remember, we were rolling at first, but Iwahart was hurt. When Chet was rolling, then Chet got hurt. Then we didn't have Ihart. Then we didn't have Ihart and Chet. And then we didn't have J-Dub. Then we didn't have Kesa. Then we didn't have Caruso. I mean, this has been an up and down mosh-tosh kind of season all year long, and we've never played together until now. We're just now starting to find out how good we actually can be. Think about what this team would have been had we been healthy all year. What would we have been able to accomplish had we been healthy all year? I don't know if we'd have lost that many games as we lost. Let me see. Hotspot. Want me to tell you how I know we're going to win? Shea wasn't satisfied with just getting the awards and the MVP of the series. He's hungry. He wants that chip. 100% he wants that chip. SJ's on a mission. There's no question. We should have lost just two whole games. I agree. We should have just lost 2. I agree. Alex R., what's up? We're almost there, John. Another big step. Yeah, all this is a step, guys. And granted, it's nice having the W. It's nice getting the MVP. It's nice winning the chip. It's not all that stuff is nice winning the Western Conference. But until it's done, I want to see us down the street here at Scissortail. A friend of mine, we were arguing the other night about what's up, Alex R. Alex R says he's with you, Hotspot. He thought Caruso was going to get it. Nobody in the gym thought that Caruso was getting the chip. That's why when Lisa Salter said, and the MVP is, the crowd started going at SGA. Everybody knew in the gym who the MVP was. Without him, we don't win. Without Caruso, we don't win. Without Jada, we don't win. Without Chet, we don't win. Without Dort, we don't win. Without Kason, we don't win. Without J. Will, we don't win. Without Wiggins, his little spots that he played, we don't win. Without K. Rich and his spot moments in the playoffs in this series, we don't win. Those are all things that are true. Without the coach making the adjustments that he made, putting Caruso on Jokic, and then putting K. Rich on and Randall. Those little things that he did made the difference in us getting to where we needed to be. 100%. And as I've always said, I'm going to give Coach, when he needs his flowers, I give him his flowers because he deserves them. Because he frustrates the hell out of me, and we all know this. I'm glad we lost those games against Denver because that Game 7, everything came together. We figured out how to beat the zone, which we struggled a little bit tonight at hotspot against the zone. But I agree with you. We learned to play 2 guards at the top and perimeter. The whole key to the zone is who you put at the free throw line. They put Dort at the free throw line. It was a turnover. What the hell you do? Why is Dort I don't want Dort. Coach, I don't want Dort anywhere near the ball trying to make a play. I want him shooting threes only. I want him playing defense only. I don't want him trying to make 0 plays. I don't want you doing none of that. You need to have Kaysen or you need to have Caruso at the free throw line. And Kaysen can kind of do that, but he needs to learn how to do it. So let's put him there. But Caruso needs to be at the free throw line. That's who needs to be there. J-Dub can't do it. Chet can't do it. And you can't put SJ there because then what they're going to do, they're going to put a boxing win on him. He ain't going to get the ball. So that's useless. So you got to have somebody that you can have there. And I believe, like I said, next year that'll be Topic, taking Josh's place. Because if those of you all who weren't watching back in 4 years ago when they were trying to do the same thing against us, they doubled Shea. He passed it to Caruso. Josh, and Josh would make teams pay, either by a floater, by shooting a layup, hitting the guy with the alley-oop, or making a pass to a wide-open guy shooting a three. That's what you couldn't play zone against us with Josh Giddey. That's what Topic will bring next year. I believe had A.J. Mitchell stayed healthy this year, he would have been able to do that. You see what I'm saying? But you got to have that guy right there. Minnesota tried everything they could do to slow down, and they did cut it from 37 to 23 at one point, and then SJ went bam, bam, and shut the door, and that was it. End of story. I'm going to be broke next month. Just found out the Florida Panthers are in the NHL Finals as well. Yes, they are. By the way, congratulations to the Panthers getting through it. They won tonight, and they are going to the finals. Now, hopefully, they're going to be going against my Stars, Burgess. I don't know if my Stars can get past the Oilers, but we'll see. But I'm hoping my Stars get past the Oilers to do that, because I'd love to be in Dallas to go watch the Stars play against your Florida Panthers. That would be a nice little side bet too, bro. My Stars against your Panthers, because that way we can separate. We can be Thunder fans together. Then you can be a Florida Panther fan, and I can be a Dallas Star fan in hockey. So that'd be a good little side bet there. I would like that. We figured it out having to shoot threes, 100% hot spot. We screened it out at the top of the key and penetrate. SGA was. You try to put J-Dub in that spot, he can't. And I love J-Dub. And I hate beating him up, but he doesn't have the ball handling skills to be able to do. He just doesn't. He's not capable. That's not what he does. He's not the leader being able to take over. That's what Topic will be when SJ's out. That's why next year, that's the thing. Dort played well until he ran into the paint and tried to. That's what I'm saying, Manifest. I don't want Dort doing anything but playing defense and shooting threes. That's it. I don't want him trying to make no plays. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Burgess, Oilers want revenge. I want that side bet. Yes, the Oilers do want revenge. I agree with that 100%. And we'll get that side bet, brother, if my Stars come through and play your Panthers in the finals. We will definitely do something. I don't know what we'll do, but we will do something on that side. Oh, man, my boy Jose talking about screw the Stars. They beat my Avs. Yes, baby. We sure did, bro. Handle that. Oh, I can't really curse, but you know what we did. We bust that. You know what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I'm going to say this. Congratulations to our Thunder tonight coming through. Congratulations to Dagnall, our coach, coming through. Congratulations, but this is a team effort. And I like the fact that what Scott Van Pelt was saying. What's up, John? Glad to see Joe hit some threes. Yeah, I don't really care about that. They didn't count. I really like the fact that I am glad, John, too, that he was knocking down threes. They just didn't count. It didn't matter when the game was on the line. I believe he'll be able to play in this series, though. I think he'll be able to play against Indiana. All I can say is that I love what we're doing right now, okay? I love that our team is starting to gel because, like I said, we haven't played together that many. How many games have we played? I'll find this out, and we'll come back after our game and find out how many games the Thunder have played together with this group. I'm talking about fully healthy. Chet, Ihart, SGA, J-Dub, Kason, Dort, Caruso, Wiggins, the whole group. I wonder how many games we've played together. What, guys? Probably, count the playoffs, 50, maybe 40, 50, probably somewhere around. I need to find out what that is, and what that number, because that matters. I don't know how many it is. Maybe one of you guys can find out, or one of you guys can check it for me, because I don't know what that number is. I know it's something. I just don't know what it is. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the score, the final score. Thunder 124-94, now 4-1 into the series in 5. And unlike Ant, UFC, KFC, OKC, Wolves in 5 did not happen his way. I guess he's not a counter. T-Wolves 12 for 34. Thunder 14 for 35 from 3, of course. And then field goal percentage, we shot 52. They shot 41. So everything finally came down. Alex Ard has to be more than 20 games because we played how many playoff games together thus far? We played 7, 11, 17. So we played more than that as a group. So it's might be 25 or 30. I don't know. Somebody looked that up for me. Somebody looked that up on their computer. Rebounds, we out-rebounded them tonight, 46-39. Pips, points in the paint, is back to normal, 54 for us, 42 for them. Of course, another game with 20-plus turnovers. They had 21, we had 16. I don't really count that as much as far as us is concerned because our other guys that came in. Then, of course, their bench only had 44 versus 67 the other night. We still took care of business because SJ had 49 and 8. 40-10 and 9, 40-10 and 8, or 40-10 and 9, or whatever it was that he had, something ridiculous the other night. He's a monster. He deserves the MVP, and it's ridiculous that anybody said it could be anybody else than him. It's just crazy. And then what I like about the playoffs is he's now showing all of those guys who go, oh, it should be, the playoffs should count. Do you think the playoffs should count? Because he busted your MVP in Denver. He busted him up. Now he busted up Ant-Man. Busted up Ja before that, and Ja is the Houston Rockets and the Memphis Grizzlies are the toughest guys that he has to play. He plays the worst against those two teams, and we only had to see one of them, and then he got into his groove and he got into his bag, and SGA is doing what SGA does. And the beautiful thing about it is, tonight you look at the stats. Chet, 22-7, 3 blocks. He's just like SGA says. Our team, when he's there, I can't tell you how nice it is when you're playing and you can guard somebody fully all up in their grill, and knowing if you go by, you got a big boy back there to protect your back as a guard. It is so nice having a big fella back. J-Dub, 32 minutes, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. I thought J-Dub played really good, plus 25. Chet, plus 21. J-Dub 7 for 14, 1 for 4. I thought he played really good to me. He played really good. Ihart, glad to see him get on the board. Remember, we were talking about that he needed to score. I didn't like the fact he was not scoring, was not shooting. I did not like that. But he's back to scoring and back to being aggressive because we need him to score points. We need him to be effective. Only 17 minutes, but I thought he played really well in the time that we needed him in the game. SGA, 34 points in 34 minutes. I don't know what you need to say. 14 for 25, 2 for 4. I mean, what do you have to say about the guy? He's just ridiculous in what he does. He's ridiculous in how he does the things that he needs to do. Let me see. Oklahoma City versus everybody. My girl Jen just sent me this deal that said OKC versus everybody. Yeah, I agree. OKC versus everybody, 100%. We need those shirts, Jen. But anyway, SGA, stellar night, 34 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, doing what he does, only 2 turnovers. He does what he does. Not quite Halliburton's numbers, but Halliburton will not have any turnovers against us. I can promise you that. He's going to turn the ball over against us, 100%. Lou Dort, 12 points, 4 for 11. I do not want him shooting that many times. He took some bad shots trying to get in just so he could get on the scoreboard. He wanted to get into the action. I did not like him taking 11 shots. I don't ever want him taking 11 shots. I want him taking 6 to 7 shots. 8 is the absolute max I ever want him shooting the ball. I want it 6 to 7 times. 7 times is the maximum I want Lou Dort shooting the ball, period. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals. Defensively, guys, isn't it so nice when you go Lou Dort, then you switch off. Oh, shit, here comes Caruso. Oh, shit, here comes Cason. Oh, shit, here comes J-Dub. Oh, shit, here comes SGA. Or, oh, shit, here comes Chet. Or, oh, shit, here comes Ihart. Or, oh, shit, here comes Wiggins. How tough does that have to be? Better let doors know SGA only had 4 points from the free throw line. Be nice, John. I think that after our boys shut her down the other night, he put her in her place. That never came up, not one time, about the free throw merchant. You notice that? Didn't come up one time. She made a comment about how strong he was when he got fouled on that and one that he had. She made a comment about that, and I'm glad somebody told her, hey, that's the end of that. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Let me see. K-Rich, 7 minutes. I thought he didn't get any points, but K-Rich gave us 7 good minutes tonight, I thought. He really gave us 3 to 4 minutes. He played some at the end, but he gave us 3 to 4 really, really, really good minutes, I thought, coming off the bench. Alex Caruso, what can we say? I know that's Hotspot's MVP. He's not the MVP, but he is defensively, he's just – I don't know what I don't know if he's the linchpin. I don't know what he actually is to us, but it's something that he is. The linchpin, I guess, is because defensively he just there was that one play where I think SGA shot it, missed. They got the ball. We got the ball, shot, missed. They threw him, thought they were getting a breakaway pass, and he jumped right in there. And then we get 2 free throws from it. And I'm just like, this dude is just crazy. SGA is, by the way, only 2 free throws he shot because the other 2 were and ones. So Caruso, he's the center of our defense. I guess that's the easiest way I can put it of who he is and what he has meant to this team. 1 for 5, 0 for 3, 6 for 6 from the line, which will make his free throw numbers go up. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, his 4 steals. I love Caruso. I'm just saying. I love the guy. Isaiah Joe, 5 minutes and he didn't do a whole lot, but I still am a big fan. I believe he needs to play. Aaron Wiggins, 0 for 1, 0 for 1. Him not getting out there and playing, he just doesn't. He's still trying to go to the basket. Bro, just catch the ball and shoot the damn ball, please. You'll get more playing time. You knock down some threes. You'll get more playing time, bro. Quit trying to be this scorer that you think you can be. Now, on some other team, like on the Wizards or something like that, yeah, you're going to be able to get off more shots. But on this team, go back to doing what you were doing, playing fantastic defense, and knocking down threes. Please. If you do that, I think you'll play more. Kason, what do we say about the man? 24 points, 5 points. But what he meant to us and what he did are so much more than what the stats show. His game and what he's doing. He was 1 for 3, 2 for 6, with 3 assists, 2 rebounds. But he's plus 25. I agree with that. He's plus 25. J-Dub was plus 25. Dort was plus 24. When you look at what our team was and what we did, there's those 3 guys, Dort, Caruso, and Kason. There's no way to really say how valuable that threesome is and what they contribute defensively and what they actually give. It's hard. There's no putting a real number on that, okay, because of what they provide. Doris, let me see. John, agree, John. He put him in place the other night. Manifest, Doris had about 10 articles on the internet on how one-sided she was. She kept her mouth shut most of the evening. Yes, she did, because she was terrible. She was terrible. And like I said before, Doris Burke was, the respect I had for her up until this series with us was enormous. I lost all of it. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? She's, like I said, she was way better than what she portrayed. And it was sad that she did that, because I'm just like, what are you talking about? Why are you portraying this stuff? What are you doing? I just didn't like it. Hey everyone, don't forget to like the video, the live video. Not everyone. All right, Burgess, thank you guys. Yeah, make sure you like this video. I forgot to do that. You guys aren't liking the videos. Please like the video. I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, pay some tabs, pay some bills. SRB, if you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit my guy Mark Long up. He is the dude to take care of you. So if you got a new building, a new complex you wanted to build, they'll lay it out for you. Make sure everything is great. Also, if you have a water treatment plant in your city or county, hit those guys up, because we always say, who the hell does not like clean drinking water? Or Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit my guy up. He'll take care of you. Jose Fierro, he'll take care of you. Also, if you're tearing down a house and you need him to come out and you need to load him up and take it to the dump, he can do that as well. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go to the main bank, which we will be at tomorrow at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 at 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 Northwest Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40. Can't miss it, right there in front of the hospital. And then YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, Creed, the House of Creed, handcrafted since 1760. And guys, if you haven't smelled Creed cologne, dude, you need to. You need to. Go by the Penn Square Mall and dealer's location. Tell them that I sent you. They'll give you a couple samples of the Creed cologne or the perfume if you've got a significant other, because as they always tell me, Matt, remember, pick the best for your best. And I agree with that 100%. They've got some great smelling perfume. I can promise you they do. So hit those guys up at Penn Square at Dillard's and tell them I sent you. Or if you're somewhere else in one of these particular cities, Woodland Hills Mall in Tulsa, Town East Mall in Wichita, Oak Park Mall in Overland Park, Kansas. You hear that, Pony Thompson, Calvin Thompson? Kansas. I switched it from Missouri to Kansas. Park Plaza Mall in Little Rock, Arkansas, South Plains Mall in Lubbock, and Westgate Mall in Amarillo, Texas. Any of those, go to and check it out. Now, the question is, let me see. ESPN coverage is garbage. The halftime is so boring. We got saddled with junior college coverage. Wow. And then, of course, Rashawn says, congratulations. Today he won $500 because OKC is the Western Conference champs. Congratulations, Rashawn. Where you taking us to dinner, bro? Where you taking us? You taking us out for drinks? What you doing, bro? You got $500. Where we going? Hey, hit us up. You got everybody else in the chat. Everybody in the chat who wants to go have Rashawn pay for drinks, raise your hand. I want drinks. Pay for my drinks, bro. It's only almost 11, so it's good. Hey, let's go. Let's go somewhere and let's get some cocktails. I'm all about that. Just kidding. Anyway, the Thunder tonight. What did we do? We took another step. And I love how reserved SJ is in his comments. And you notice that. And you can just tell our team, we were excited, but we're like, okay, we won. That's great, but we're not ready. We're not done. We're not ready to be done. We haven't done anything. We're not ready to celebrate. Bourbon. John says bourbon. That's what I love about him as our leader. And I told somebody this today. I was talking to somebody about SGA. I said, he reminds me of Kevin Durant, and he just wants to hoop. He's just a basketball player. I just want to hoop. Let's just go. Let's go. He's the type of guy you know is over in the hood playing. You can just tell. He's one to go, hey, let's go play. Let's go hoop. Because, as I said, if you really want to test your game, go to the hood. If you want to see how good you are, go to the hood. If you think you can hoop, go to the hood. Because they're going to be smoking joints. They're going to be smoking blunts. They're going to be drinking 40s. And they're going to bust your ass if you don't go. And they will run their mouth the whole time. And they're just breathing on you. And all you can smell is alcohol. And all you can smell is weed. And you're going to get high just from smelling being next to them. Guarding them because they're sweating. But the thing about it is they will test how good you really are. And it's a good thing for them. That's why I always like going, because they wanted to test how good they were against me. And I wanted to see where my game was. And when I was really ready to get sharp, like when I went to try for the USA Junior World Team, what did I do? I went over the pitch. I started playing. I went over, that's where I went. Let me go to the hood. Let me go play. Because I had to sharpen myself and get ready to go play against the other top 40, well, I was 44, so the top 44 kids, so 43 other the top players in the country. And what I wanted to know what the hell that was, so I needed to go play against these guys so that I could go play against those guys. To play for the USA, you can see my jersey back here. I'm getting my medal done, and that's my warm-up. My jersey's over here. It fell off the wall, and I'm going to get it put back up. But that's what you have to do to me. You go play. And SJ is just that's what he is. He's a hooper. Let me go hoop. But then he also has the Westbrook side of being a leader, which Kevin Durant wasn't. But he doesn't do it the way Westbrook does it. He does it in a subtle way, but he does get in your face, and he does let you know, hey, this is how we're doing it, like what he did with Jay Will when Jay Will got out of place. Remember when Jay Will knocked over who was that? Was the Denver series or whatever? And I don't think J-Dub has played a whole lot since that play. Pulled him out. That's not how we do things. He jumped on Caruso. I think it was game 2. I want to say it was game 2 when he fouled out. And SGA jumped all over him because his 6th foul, he's coming over the back trying to block a shot. SGA's like, what the hell are you doing? It's 2 minutes to go and you're going to foul out trying to block a shot and we've got a lead? What are you doing? Just let him go ahead and score. We got Chet sitting right there. We got iHeart sitting right there. Let them do their job. Quit trying to do their job for them. Don't go extra. There's no need to go extra. And I like that. Rogelio, what's up? I love the focus of SGA and the rest of the team. He said, job's not done. Celebrate. We need 4 more. 100%. That's what I was just saying, Rogelio, is that's the thing. He's like, hey, job ain't done. Let's go. We ain't done nothing yet. What's the story with the half-court shot? Did you make the shot at the buzzer? No, I did not make the shot at the buzzer. Now I have made a half-court shot at the buzzer. Yes, I have. I've done that before. I've done it several times, as a matter of fact, that I've done that. And, it's a great feeling, but then I've also been on the other side of that. When David Little, when we played OU, we lost to them. David Little made a 3/4 court shot, or no way, it's just inside the half-court line. He made that to beat us by 1. So I've been on both sides of those half-court shots or last game winning shots or whatever. There's nothing you can do about it. Once it goes up, it's either going to go in or it's not. There's nothing you can do about those shots. And then when we beat Louisville, I was there when we did that. And actually, Rashawn, I fouled out that game. I had 14 points in 14 minutes, and I fouled out. I was giving them the business, okay? I was deep in my bag against them, but I had a referee who did not like me, and whenever I fouled, every game that I fouled out in my career, he was the referee. Every game I fouled out except maybe 1, 2 max, he was the referee. Jim Bain hated me with a passion, and I fouled out of the games because of him. But anyway, that being said, when you look at what we're doing and the 2 teams we're going to play, which is what we're going to focus on now. I mean, the game tonight was great, but as our team has turned their heads, like tonight's good, go have a drink, boom. Now they're focused on what the game ahead is. Is that Indiana or is that New York? And let's see what the line says. Right now, the Knicks are 4.5-point favorites tomorrow night over the Pacers. Over-under is 222.5. So the Knicks are favored tomorrow night against the Pacers, who are looking to close them out. Why? Because we just closed out the T-Wolves. And so us closing the T-Wolves out, that makes them need to close those guys out. So they'll be ready to play. But for us, to me, I wish that it didn't last this long because I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready to go right now. I'm ready for us to go right now. I know you guys are too, but we got to wait till next Thursday, the first game, which will be in OKC. And I know you guys will be ready. I know I'll be ready to go. Let me see. I don't think the Pacers are going to have an answer for against the big 2, Chet and iHeart. Okay, the big 2. I was like, what, really? They should exploit that matchup, lobs and rebounds. Well, no, because, you got Pascal Siakam, and he and Chet will battle. And then you've got Miles Turner against iHeart. And they already know each other because they played against each other last year. Remember when the Knicks got beat by the Pacers in Game 7? But everybody was hurt on the Knicks. So let's let everybody know that. It wasn't like they just went in there and beat them in Madison Square Garden. But they did. But that was part of it. So iHeart knows how to play Evan Turner. And remember, we are 29-1 against the East. 29-1 against the East. And the reason why I think that is that we're 2-0 against the Knicks and we're 2-0 against the Pacers. I think I don't think the Knicks would beat us. I think we'd smoke them 4-0. I don't think they would have a prayer against us. I do, however, think the Pacers will be a tougher matchup simply because they can go 8, 9, 10 deep just like us. They have a championship coach and Rick Carlisle who've already won a chip. They've got a point guard, Halliburton. I mean, I love Halliburton. I don't know why people don't love Halliburton. And forget all that nonsense when people are talking about him being overrated. Let me explain that to you. Halliburton, they only had like 90-something guys out of 430 or 100, 450, how many NBA players that there are, that responded to that. Okay? Then, of those 97 or whatever it was, only 17 or 19 of them rated him overrated. So, he's not overrated. Now, did you give him ammunition to bust against the last-second shots to game winners against Milwaukee, game winners against Cleveland, and game winners or game-tying shots against New York? Yes, I like Tyrese Halliburton. I like when he and J-Dub played together a couple years ago on the USA World Team, or the scrimmage team that played the World Team, that played against the World Team. I liked him and J-Dub together. I was like, man, Halliburton, that's the guy. And, of course, he makes the team, and he doesn't play a whole lot. But that being said, I'm a huge Halliburton fan. I was like, this guy can go. And if you think he can't play, you're stupid. Because of the simple fact that he is awkward. He has a set shot kind of whatever it is, set shot kind of three. It's weird. He's awkward in kind of the way that he moves. But when he does move, he goes. He sets all his other players up, and he can go get you 30 like he did the other night. What do you have, 30, 15, 17 with no turnovers? Against New York, that's Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby. He had no turnovers with those guys on him. Now, is that going to happen against Dort, Kaysen, Caruso, SGA, J-Dub, Wiggins? No, that's not going to happen, okay? So that's why I'm not really worried about that so much. But the way that he puts that team, they like to get up and down the floor. They like to run. They like a fast pace. But that's the beautiful thing about it is we can play fast pace or we can slow it down. The New York Knicks can't play slow. We can. If you want to go half-court offense, we can go half-court offense. If you want to run up and down the floor, we can do that. Now, here's the difference between us and the Knicks and everybody else. We lead, we're number one in transitional defense. And by that, what I mean is if we turn the ball over, you don't score against us. If we shoot a long three-point shot, you don't go back, you don't score on us. It's like tonight. I don't know if you guys understood or paid attention to what Richard Jefferson said or was it Breen? It's like these guys are up 28 points and they're hustling to get back on defense. That's who we are. We're number one in transitional points. We don't give up transitional baskets. Why? Because we hustle back and get back in position. Then somebody picks up the ball and slows that person down till everybody can get back. We hustle. We don't give up transitional baskets, which is going to hurt them. So them speeding up the game against us doesn't really mean a lot. That's why 29-1 against the East, and our only loss was to Cleveland, and we played terrible. Remember, SGA played terrible. J-Dub played terrible. I don't even think Chet even played. I wonder if Ihart even played. And then the next time we played against them, remember, we murdered them here. Remember? So that's kind of how that is. Manifest. I think Shea needs to get some rest. He's taking some bad shots. That Naj Reid, that was a little bit of a dirty shot. But that hurt. I'm telling you, I've been hit like that before. Rodney McCray hit me like that when we played Louisville. In Louisville, he hit me with a shot like that, and I told Leroy Combs, don't expect the damn basketball. You didn't call out a screen. You let me get hit like that? I don't give a shit. You wide open. You are not getting the ball. I don't care if you stand on the basket. Ain't nobody guarding you. I'm going to shoot the damn ball instead of passing to you. You let me get hit by a brick wall? Yeah, you ain't getting the ball. Okay? And that's how I was with it. And I did pass the ball for a good 5 or 6 minutes because it took me, but that hurt. And it hurt SGA, I can promise you that, because I got hit like that. Let me see. Halliburton is just not coming to his own, especially after the All-Star break. Otherwise, you've never been impressed. I've been impressed with him the whole time. I think the Pacers will be a good challenge, have OKC in 6. Yes, I believe we'll beat them in at least 6. The commander's daughter says he did dirty shots all the time. Yes, he did take a couple dirty shots. I'm not going to even lie about that. He didn't necessarily do dirty shots. What he did, Cat, is Randy was the type of guy that he'd get you close and he'd tuck your jersey like this and pull you down. Now today you can't do it because they have review. But back then all you see is he'd grab and pull him down and fall and scream, and the referees, all they see is a guy falling on top of somebody. And yeah, he was like that, 100%. Aurelio, manifest. Nemhard, Naismith, Siakam, and Holly are key players. Yeah, don't forget Evan Turner. Manifest. Don't forget Evan Turner. This is going to be a great series with them. Don't hold them short. But now, first of all, they got to get past New York in Madison Square. The question is if the Knicks going to lose 3 home games in one series. Game 1, Game 2, and Game 5. Now, granted, Game 1, that was a total meltdown. You're up 9 with 50 seconds to go and you lose. The chances of us being up 9 and losing a game to somebody with what we have, the team we got with SGA and them, that's not happening. That's not happening. But it did happen to them. And the Knicks, if you take that game away, hey, all they did is it's 2-2 now. And you're coming back for Game 5, which is the most important game that I can tell you in the series. So, but the bottom line is, are they going to lose 3 times? I think the Knicks will probably come out and win. But the question is, what is going to happen with their coach? He's got to play Robinson more. He's got to play Mitchell Robinson more because he's playing Josh Hart. Josh Hart is not giving you anything offensively. You've got to play Mitchell Robinson if you expect to beat the Pacers. Now, here's my thing with that. If the Pacers win, which I hope they do, and I want them to do, so they have the same time off as we do. If they lose to the Knicks tomorrow, which is Thursday, they won't play again until Saturday. Okay, at home, which for sure they'll close them out there. And then they're going to play us Thursday. I want them to have the same layoff as we have. Now, Neesmith is hurt a little bit. He didn't look like his ankle was hurting the other night, but I've also had that needle, and you feel good until after the game and you can't walk. So I've been down that road as well before. But I want them to have the same amount of time as we have off. So I want them to win tomorrow night so that it's already set. We don't have to wait. And we're taking time off and they're not, and they're staying in a groove a little bit. No, I want them to have the same amount of time. One day is not going to really make a difference one way or another as far as them being off. Because we'll be off 7 days, they'll be off 6. So I'm okay with that. But I don't want them to be off 4 days and we're off 7. That's not something I really want to do. That's not how I want to see it. And so I'm hoping that will it's so funny. A friend of mine has sent me a message and goes, "What are you doing?" "Bro, doing live stream. What the hell? What do you think?" I mean, the hell you think? The Thunder game just ended. What the hell you think I'm doing? I'm not drinking. I'm not out drinking. I'm at home. And I'm doing my thing here right now, of course. I've got some crazy friends sending me messages. They have issues. They really do. You need to come. No, I don't want them coming on the chat. We don't want them coming live in the chat. I promise you they don't want that. But remember, guys, like and subscribe or like the video. Okay, we need likes, and we need more likes in our videos if you would, and then tell other people about it as well. But anyway, I'm excited about what's coming up. 100%. Let's give our kudos to our team, to our coach, to our staff, to our coaching staff, and to Sam Presti and the ownership. Let's do that. Clay Bennett had a great vision. Of course, it was more of oh my God, what's our guy's name? Aubrey McClendon. It was his view to me more than it was anybody else's. He's the one that was really the focus and the clog to make everything. He was the driving force of the Thunder to me. And Clay Bennett was right there with him, but it was Aubrey McClendon, and Clay Bennett has taken the mantle over. And then, of course, Sam Presti, which is, to me, if he's not the best, he's one of the top 2 or 3 GMs in the NBA, without question, if he's not the best. And so I am prejudiced, but, it is what it is. So, anyway, the Thunder in position to win a chip. We've made it. We've got where we needed to go. And having the best defense in the NBA, one of the best in history, if not, we are the best overall defense in history based on numbers. So those things do travel. As I've said before, defense is the one thing that does travel. No matter what, defense travels. So now, but we need SGA to be aggressive. And if SGA is aggressive and knocking down shots and doing the things he needs to do, everybody else, as I said 1,000 times, we'll take a deep breath and just play. And you can see when we start struggling, all of a sudden we start messing up because when he's not scoring, they start trying to do a bunch of things. And what did he finally do? He finally busts a shot and goes, mid-range and knocks down a jumper. Like, guys, calm down. We got this. When they started making a run, we were up 37, got it to 23, and then he makes a run. He just says, boom, let's stop this. And that's what he does, and that's what he needs to do on a more consistent basis. But that being said, congratulations to the Thunder. Congratulations to SGA being the MVP of the league and being MVP of the Western Conference, as he should. And by the way, it's nice that the MVP Western Conference trophy is named after the best all-around player, second best now, because I think LeBron is now the best all-around player ever. Before I thought it was Magic, but I believe it's now him. And to me, the best overall player, the best player is Michael. The most skilled is Kobe, and the best all around as far as being able to see the floor and do all that. Leader is LeBron over Magic because he's a much more athletic Magic. So that's kind of how I break it down. So, but anyway, guys, don't forget to like the video. Thank you for watching. I thank you for your support. Go out and have a cocktail if you're not out and about already. I know that I'm not going to get out because it's 11:30. By the time I get anywhere, it'll be 11:45. Everybody will be drunk. I'll be sober. I've been down that road, and I hate being the sober person and everybody else has had cocktails. I really hate that. So you guys go out, have a good time tonight. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this win. And remember, Thunder up. Let's go. Where we are in the finals. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace out. Talk to you guys tomorrow on